Scatter diagrams are used when we want to see how two quantities relate to each other. For example, how would you expect the following to relate? Height and weight. We might well expect that if somebody is taller, then they'll be heavier, and if somebody is shorter, then they'll be lighter. We all know that you get tall, thin people and short, fat people. However, on the whole, if somebody is taller, we would expect them to be heavier than a shorter person. Now what about height and shoe size? Once again, on the whole, I would expect taller people to have bigger feet. I have seen some quite tall people with small feet, and shorter people with large feet, but on the whole, taller people do tend to have bigger feet. Now what about height and hair length? I would expect to see no relationship here. Anybody of any height can have their hair cut to any length. Engine size and miles per litre for a car. If you have a larger engine, you would expect that it use more petrol. If it's going to use more fuel, then the number of miles per litre is going to be less. So in this case, the larger the engine, the less miles per litre you would expect to see. Here we have a scatter diagram. Height against shoe size. A single cross here represents a single person. The x-coordinate of this cross is the height of the person, and the y-coordinate their shoe size. Taller people have larger feet, so the graph slopes in this direction. We call this a positive correlation. If the graph slopes from bottom left to top right, it's a positive correlation. A positive correlation means as one thing increases, so does the other. So as height increases, so does shoe size. If we look at height against hair length, there is no pattern at all to these crosses. So we expect to see no correlation. Here with engine size against miles per litre, we expect to see that as engine size increases, miles per litre decreases. This is called a negative correlation. So from top left to bottom right is a negative correlation.